and you took your time and you did your due diligence, my nigga. But do that make you better than somebody? Do that give you the right to down talk people? Hell fuck no. And that's the disconnect right there. Because as soon as you down talk somebody, you may be giving a message that's 100% spot the fuck on. But guess what? A motherfucker gonna say fuck you and fuck your message. So I go back to the point again. What's the sense of even wasting your fucking time and your voice or your energy if you're not doing something to make it where a person can understand so you can wake their ass up? Because if you have that much passion, your passion you want to wake your people up, right? So to wake them up is ain't screaming at them. Sometimes it is a time for that, but you can't do that with everybody because everybody don't learn the same fucking way. Everybody learned different. Everybody was raised different. Everybody got different makeups. A motherfucker who got a true mastery of self understand that shit. It ain't about grandstanding. It ain't about nobody being righter than no fucking body. It's about us waking the fuck up. So that way we can save our kids. And to be honest with you, you know what I mean? I'm providing my motherfucking family a job. I'm changing shit that's around me. So let's not make that shit no mistake where I'm not one that's complaining about a motherfucking thing. I ain't looking to nobody for shit. Everything I had to get, nigga, I grinded and got it out the fucking mud, and I'm gonna keep doing that shit. If they give reparations or whatever the fuck they give it. But nigga, I ain't looking for no motherfucking handout. Never did, never have, never will. Everything I do in life, my nigga, I do it because nigga, I'm a nigga that's ambitious, and I'm gonna keep grinding till motherfucking I'm dead in the grave. Fuck out of here, you know what I mean? But like, yo, I appreciate everybody on this panel. You know what I'm saying? Everybody on this panel, we all got our own different points of views. We all got our different knowledge, but at the end of the day, we all in the same fucking struggle. Period. And so I
All
think
right,
everybody got
oh,
wisdom,
sorry,
regardless
knowledge.
if we disagree with each other, regardless if we don't agree with each other. I appreciate everybody on this panel for their wisdom. And with that being said, I'm gonna land there.
All right, thank you, knowledge. Go ahead, Yahweh.
I just want to say I love you. That's all. I just want to say I love you and extend nothing but peace and blessings to all. And whatever your religious persuasion is, whatever your ideologies is, uh, your concepts is based on the perception of your realities and the things that you experienced in your life. So, how a person express themselves, that's the way they express themselves. Who am I or anybody else that could tell somebody how to express themselves? That's their God-given talent or right to express themselves how they want to. Whether you agree with it or not, hey, it is what it is. You don't have to listen. You could tune down. You could turn it out. So it's all love. Everything is all about a perception. It's all a perception, man. It's all about a precept, a concept, an ideology. And you have that right to do what you want to do. You have that right. You have that right to want to band together, to work together, and you have that right not to. But all in all, it's love. That's all I wanted to say. I just wanted to say, uh, I love y'all. If you haven't heard it today, Yahweh loves you, and so do I. And whatever your goals are, aspirations are, achieve them. Go forward. And if you want to produce a change in a person, that's what I learned growing up. If you want to produce change in people, you have to first be an example of change. Show someone. If you want to try to persuade somebody in your way, hey, show them that you have been persuaded. And with that, y'all have a great day. And it's been a while, baby, Unity. Where you still got it going on. Though. You still got it going on, Queen. For opening up the platform for people to express, how they feel. You're doing a great work. Thank you.
Thank you, Yahweh. Appreciate you. Okay, go ahead. Hey, Rue, it's your turn.
But so do we want to get back on topic? Because like I said, like I did take some notes, but do we want to stay where
You
we
can
at? Because
talk about whatever. You can
all right,
talk about whatever you want.
go ham. I'm finna go ham. I'm finna go ham. Now, when we talk about the elders, the whole reason why I'm dealing with elders, let me give my disclaimer. I'm speaking from experience, so if it don't apply, let it fly. Now, first of all, the reason why a lot of us is passionate is because we've been taught to suppress our emotions and to conform to a Western psychology, get fed to this Western educational system by these so-called elders. Meanwhile, a good majority of them are the ones that I'm talking about dropped out of school, but yet want to feed their kids to the Western educational system, knowing damn well about the school to prison pipeline. Second of all, you know, the youth has been taking a blame for a lot, but we must take accountability for our actions, right? But we didn't create gangs. We didn't start gangs. We didn't start gangster disciples, vice lords, stones, and all that shit. Bloods and Crips. The older generation started that shit. They brought guns and drugs. Y'all took that shit. You feel me? Y'all was smoking crack and shit. God damn it! Stop playing with me. Pimping. Y'all started pimping and all that shit. We didn't start that shit. Y'all did. You want to start trap music. Well, guess what? They're descendants of older entities that was using drugs and selling drugs. So accountability. I'm not blaming the elders, but y'all see this this is what I like to call a black power smoke screen. Y'all want to talk about Africa. Yeah, blah blah blah. Y'all want to take credit for all these great accomplishments, which I'm not against, but there's no accountability on the elders. Period. Exactly. So again, like I said, I'm speaking from experience. So again, like I said, it's the reason why some of us is passionate, because some of us have been oppressed by our own people, our own older elders, so-called elders in our generation. You can't be no fucking crackhead in your early 20s and 30s and then work a 9 to 5 or a career and get to a position where you financially stable, where you comfortable, and then you come across some knowledge and you could sit on your ass and just run your fucking mouth and don't put no work in. Meanwhile, it's people that's up underneath you actually applying the knowledge. So like I said, I'm speaking from experience because I've seen older niggas just run their fucking mouth and don't do shit. They just sit on their fucking ass and just run their fucking mouth, and don't do nothing. So like I said again, you feel me? I'm basically just speaking out for people that's passionate. Don't put your fire out. That's basically what I'm saying. But what I am saying though is, and I'm doing what niggas scared to do. I've checked older niggas in real life, nigga, about what the fuck they doing or what they been doing on this planet. You feel me? A lot of niggas was up in the Masonic lodges. No disrespect to some of the Masons, but some of them niggas sold out. Some of them niggas went in there with the intentions of withholding the truth from the youth and not passing the knowledge down and withholding it, you know what I'm saying, for monetary gain type shit. So I don't respect those elders. Fuck those elders. I respect real elders. That's basically what I'm saying. I don't respect older niggas just because you old. I don't give a fuck. And like I said, like at the end of the day, I'm a soul. I chose this life. I chose this shit. But what I'm trying to say is, you're looking for a leader. Ain't nobody looking for no leader, Grand Verbalizer. This is the whole reason why I'm speaking the way I'm speaking right now. I'm my own leader, which everybody should be their own leader. But what I'm saying is, we had all these great people that we learned from, and nobody applied none of the knowledge. And what I'm hearing is a bunch of older niggas regurgitating shit that they heard and ain't applying. So again, and I'm not talking about on Bigo. I'm talking about in real life. But what I'm trying to tell y'all is, again, I know it's kind of went a little left, but when it kind of got to, like a particular person talk about passion, I understand where that person is coming from, because when you speak calmly and articulate, you got older niggas that's gonna be like, man, you mind fucking me. When you get to spitting some science and knowledge, them older niggas be like, man, you mind fucking you just what you call that shit? I'm talking about people. I'm not talking about random people, bro. I'm speaking from experience, bro. So what I'm trying to let y'all know, bro, like, don't let these older niggas bully you. Fuck these older niggas. Like I said, like, ain't no accountability. They don't hold themselves accountable, and when we hold them accountable, then we got to damn to go to war with y'all motherfuckers. But guess what?
VB, VB,
It is.
DC.
Wait 1 second.
But guess what though? But guess what?
I'll add you to the list if you want to talk.
My bad, and I apologize if I was a little long winded. But and I'm not trying to go to. I'm gonna keep it real. Like it's more so a spiritual war with the elders with me. But I just want to let y'all know, like y'all not off the hook. Y'all not off the hook. Don't think just because you ain't got caught for some of the fuck shit y'all did in y'all life, and y'all think that y'all can just project on the youth. Like, nah, nigga, that shit over with. So with that being said, like I said, man, we gotta, before we can support each other, we gotta respect each other, and respect go both ways. The people I'm mad at is in real life. It's not on Bigo, bro. It's not just random ass. I know who I'm mad at. I know who my anger. This energy, even though I'm expressing it on here, I'm just like, it's other people that may could relate. That's why I'm sharing this message. So again, like I said, man, I'm speaking from experience. I'm speaking from seeing older men, black men specifically, talking about we Nile Valley Africans, we built the pyramids, blah blah blah, and they lazy as fuck, don't do shit. They don't read, they don't study no science. How the fuck we invent math, but you ain't no fucking master mathematician, or you ain't studying no science or no shit like that. But you want to claim all. So basically what I'm just trying to say is respect go both ways is what I'm saying. And some of us is passionate, but we ain't getting out of line with y'all. But y'all been getting out of line with us, and we not going for that. In real, like for real. So again, like I said, man, you say some real shit to an old head, they'll cut your ass out. You feel me? So basically what I'm trying to say is from experience, bro, like y'all not finna keep not on here, but in real life. So fuck you, old ass, white, dusty, crusty ass, stale potato chip on the shelf ass niggas. Fuck y'all niggas. Straight up. But respect the real. I respect the period. That's doing the knowledge. So period. Fuck
You
no.
probably got to mute your mic, box 6. I can hear your background.
I don't gotta. I'm my bad. I'm gonna go on mute, but I said what I said. So if it don't apply, let it fly.
All right, thank you, Heru. Next is Tactical. Go ahead, Tactical. I'm trying to find my other phone so I can. We got a
Tactical
long
not on the
list, so try
panel.
to make it. Oh, Tactical
Tactical's
isn't
not on
up
the
here no
panel.
more.
No.
Oh, okay. Hold on. Sweet Queen, you're next. We do have a longer list, so if we could kind of keep it short, it'd be much appreciated.
All I know is when it comes down to it, I was raised always respect your elders. It doesn't matter what they do, where they come from, they're the ones that gave us breath and life into this light. So I see it differently. They brought us here. We should at least give them the respect and knowledge as we should.
Okay, thank you. Go ahead, SMG.
Yeah, that is the proper way of life, of how as black people, how we actually conduct ourselves, and when we deal with each other and our elders. They can be wrong, they right, but it's no different than Jay-Z and Diddy, and you see the video with Diddy, and he like, he talking to the 12, 13 year old, like, you want to go to the after party, right? The first thing we're going to ask is, this is a first of all, when do kids even get inside the conversation with the adult, let alone to be invited to an after fucking party type shit, right? But then we'll be like, oh shit, right? And nah, that shit is wrong. Those elders was wrong. Shit like that, right? Not us just pointing fingers, and we don't live with these elders. We don't know what these people do every day out their day. 1,444 fucking minutes in a day or some shit like that. 24 hours. We're not with these people. We are of age. Some of us have jobs. Some of us have children. Some of us have grandchildren. We don't live with each other every day, but like I said, separation leads to more separation. We are together right now, but we're going to find shit to separate about like the elders. Some of the stupidest shit ever, right? What she just said is the most beautiful thing. And it just takes a little more patience, a little more empathy, a little more understanding, because that's who the fuck you is. You here to get the understanding. You don't got the knowledge. You ain't been here long enough. You don't have the wisdom. You don't know how to apply it. You are understanding. Sit the fuck down, sit back, be thankful, be grateful. Because before you can even speak, wipe your own ass. Somebody had to rear you up and teach you how to do that. And so you should be respectful and remember these things before you could feed yourself. It was the elders that was feeding you. You don't know. You could be mad as hell at your uncle, aunties, whoever it is. No matter how they treated you, you don't know their mom and dad when they got that money from them every fucking month. Because that's their brothers and sisters and shit, or that's their people or their neighbors. But you don't know that aspect of it. You don't know why the parents got fucking divorced and this nigga spent $10 million. You just the child that's angry. You don't really know what went behind the scenes. So every time you go ask dad for the money or the mother for the money and they like, I ain't giving it. But you don't know this nigga just spent or she spent $9 million. But we're holding on to traumas and we're voicing them to everybody. Like there's certain people that belong in these categories. Like, and I hear Heru, like he said, I'm saying these types of people, but I can't differentiate which ones he's talking about because there's so much hate inside of it. There's no love. There's no empathy. We only study the greats that we know that we deem qualified, or other people that have said qualified. But there's other people that is in our lives, bro, that are qualified. I think GV is one of them. I think he's very qualified. Not to listen to the messages is really just proving who you are at the moment. Anybody, because it's actually wrong. That's for any older person that get up here that's up there in their 50s that has become the enemy of the youth that they may be afraid of, because that's one of the problems. Remember the phobia shit? That shit happened with the TV shows back in the 90s when older people start getting that phobia about their young people and they didn't want to be around them no more. Right? That's the television raising the children. That's the agitated propaganda. Right? Who want to be the best black dress? The best guy who got the best black car. We be worried about so much of the wrong shit, right? And we're going to keep the message going about us versus our elders. Nobody else is doing this right now. Nobody else is arguing about where they come from. Nobody else is at war with their wives and their women and their sisters, except for us, the black men. Where it's ridiculous. And then when we get a certain age, now we want to side. Choose the message that's coming through the vessel. Because that's just what we doing. That's not right. Right? You nigga, we didn't bring crack cocaine in this motherfucker. I remember the Black Panthers and when all of these gangs and shit was started for niggas on the positive level. On some reconstruction, since you don't want to give a shit, let me show you how civilized we really are. And then when they destroyed niggas and sent Huey P. Newton and locked niggas up, murdered Fred Hampton, then you seen crack cocaine and all of these guns and shit like that, nigga. You ain't gonna blame us for that shit. You ain't gonna blame the elders for that, because that ain't who did that. Have you forgot the story? Remember the Black Panthers. Remember Fred Hampton. Remember these men and these women here in the Americas, right? Crips, Bloods, right? I don't care. El Marookans, whoever the fuck you want to call these different gangs that was started, right, to help black people, right? Their school system, politics, food, education. And you see what the fuck they did? Neutralize the rise of any black messiah. We don't give a fuck if he a 2-year-old Heru or not. Knock his ass down. If he start preaching this particular type of shit, matter of fact, get his parents on drugs. Matter of fact, put Doggy on her like they did Tupac Mama, because the nigga was a plant to keep her high. You got to go read them FBI files and see what they did to Black America. Nigga, we didn't do none of that shit. We fell victim to it. Weak ass, emotional ass niggas that don't know there's order inside chaos. They don't understand the balance. They seen the black man and the woman get together and was like, we gonna do like I don't give a fuck what they do. This how we roll. And stay beautiful. Then you got big pharma. Then here come big food corporations. Right? You could survive off of pet milk back in the day. Goat milk. You can't eat none of that shit now. Who did that? You niggas did that? The 7 to 9 to the 10 to the 13% in 2025 of African Americans. Are you telling me? That number low than the bitch. That ain't us. You got the wrong ones, family. Yeah. The prisoner pipeline, you can't say that's our fault. No, nigga, some people got, so many African Americans got killed, bro, that they just said, I can't even fight this shit no more. So they start to integrate and amalgamate. Can't beat them, join them. Type shit. And it wasn't a join like this is what I have to do. Niggas was picking death, bro. Niggas start clicking up as they usually do, get together and fuck shit up. Them bitches start dropping bombs on niggas since 1921, Tulsa, Oklahoma. The book is called The Burning. Go read that shit and see about Diamond Dig Dallas and how that shit happened over a white bitch and her hangnail. Nigga, we ain't do, bro. Stop blaming. See, you have to go into this history. Because once you go into the history, you're going to always see these black cities, these black towns, right? The motherfucker 22 blacks who were elected to Congress, right? The first blacks in Reconstruction, shit like that. It was 22 of them niggas. They fucked that up. What about the two black owners, the black bank owners? You heard that story? How they had to pose and hire white men to be their face of America? And then when they found out that they was black, they knocked their whole shit down. Piece of the guy G in the building, he called it a glass ceiling, that every time that we get up, there's a glass ceiling right there that you will never get through. Stop blaming the people that didn't die to put blood on each and every motherfucking letter in these books. When a nigga like GB speak, any elder that say anything, I don't give a fuck when they woke up. They woke the fuck up. Nigga, this Matrix ain't a motherfucker. This shit ain't no game, nigga. I got a TikTok up of a young nigga that was on that dog. Nigga, that hair wrong. Handsome, beautiful young man. Bro, everybody don't come back from that, brother. Everybody don't come back from crack cocaine, brother. You think you strong enough? Go try it out. You want to self-medicate? Go try it out. You have no right. Because crack cocaine was literally created to mix with your melanin to produce more crack cocaine in your body than anybody else on a motherfucking earth, nigga. Everybody gonna get this motherfucking lesson. Separation leads to more separation. We keep finding shit to separate about, but we'll come together or watching shit like Friday, Menace to Society, Sexy Red, My Booty Hole Pink, Asshole Brown, Got the 5-Year-Old Girls. It's on my TikTok. I put these videos up. They dancing, twerking, all kind of shit. What we talking about? Who we mad at? Stop being mad at your people when you see your people is victims to every motherfucking thing in this bitch. Yeah, you make the wrong decisions, but a lot of this shit is laid out for you because they done already run around the world, destroyed everything that you motherfucking had, took everything of great value of how we truly use these resources and ourselves and monopolized off of it, capitalized off of it, right? And monetized it. And now we argue about the same stupid shit every day that we no longer have, and then we blame some people. Bro, the people 50 niggas. I'm fucking 42 niggas. I was born in 82. I ain't been here long enough. All I know is I'm born into this shit. Right? Box 3 already told you, nigga, about the uniform commercial code. Oh, this where your billions and dollars. Who the fuck got a hold of that game before we even could even figure that shit out? So we gotta ask her to teach us that shit. No, we been on that shit. Let 10 niggas figure that out and see how that shit work out for niggas. When we already gave niggas reparations, we gave it to white people. Go buy the Before the Mayflower and go read it. This is a fucking issue. You can't fight this shit until you stand with God. You got ancestors on the other side. You can't get mad at the elders, nigga. Who you think helping them continue to live right now? It's the ancestors that's already transformed on the other side. I know, because my son did. He died to go on the other side to help me here for shit like this. My son is my ancestor. I would dare not disrespect you or these other motherfuckers unless you don't fucking get it. Ain't nobody calling on their ancestors right now. This nigga GB ready to go on the other side, nigga, and when he transform, you better know he riding for you. And can move and be and exist everywhere at once now. Because he's not in just the physical, he's also in the spiritual. Now he's all powerful. You can damn near live 100, 200 years in this cell, so you know you got another body. Why keep arguing with the people that look like you, that wear the same suit that you wear, when the whole world is against you? Nobody gives a fuck about you but you. So we argue with each other every day trying to get this shit together. How you gonna get mad about how a motherfucker expresses themselves? They're trying to get their message off, trying to have a conversation like everybody else. And Unity does this shit the best because that's her shit. Hey, I don't give a fuck if everybody get a voice. Because everybody has one. Now, it depends on what you're talking about. Now, if you come up here and you talking about raping and all of that shit like the motherfuckers in India, then you got to get the fuck up out of here because that's not moral. We don't walk like that. That's the shit we on. We ain't on all that other shit. Keep talking about the elders and stop that shit, bro. You don't got no other help but your elders and how we feeling inside our hearts about you for real, with these tears in my motherfucking eyes right now. Because y'all want to keep arguing about stupid shit and talking about who doing the work. Having a conversation is doing the motherfucking work. This is oral tradition. We've been doing this the longest. Nobody has been doing it longer than us. Before we start writing shit down, we was talking about it. Stop attacking this shit. Love yourself. Ain't that the golden rule? How can you love God, whom you have never seen, and hate your brother whom you see on a daily fucking basis? And let me add my sisters in there as well. It's wrong. The only way you can love God is to love your brothers and your sisters. Learning every day, reading, okay? Doing something constructive and productive with yourself is what you are supposed to be doing. It is the word. Don't let nobody ever tell you nothing else. All that other shit is not work. That's you funding the bill for the other motherfuckers while they stay rich and you keep wanting all the shit that they got already. They got Africans building, nigga, fuck solar energy, nigga. Off of just pure frequency and source energy, and the shit just running. TVs, helicopters, playing. Let's stop playing this motherfucking game. Don't nobody want to work in this bitch. Don't nobody want to keep arguing about this stupid ass shit. You don't got nothing. We don't got shit. I just said to just cut the goddamn lights off, nigga. Why you go back to that shit? They can cut this shit off any moment now, brother. We ain't gonna be arguing about that shit. We're gonna be trying to figure out who the fuck we can click up with. That's the motherfucking point. They just cut the goddamn lights off, brother. I don't think you get what I'm telling you right now. That shit fucked me up, brother. There's only one person I could go to, and that was God. Who else can do something about it? Because we keep arguing about this stupid brainwashed ass shit. arguing with each other, and we in the same boat. Motherfuckers don't want to be African, but Africans have created shit that ain't never been in the earth before. Never been in the earth before. Y'all see the African brother that turned the plastic into gas? The first shit people wanted to say, oh, he polluted. Shut the fuck up. You got to
All
send
right,
plastic in that
SMG.
shit
I
to
don't
fuck
want to cut you
everything up.
off, but you've been
Go ahead,
talking for
guys.
almost 10
Yeah,
minutes and there's people waiting. So I do
you right.
apologize, but
You
I'll
right.
put you back on the list. Um,
No, it's all good. I
Caddy,
got it. It's all good. I say.
thank you for your knowledge. Go ahead, Caddy.
Girl, what the fuck? I forgot what I was gonna say. I forgot what the fuck we were talking about. I just forgot my whole life. I don't even know what the fuck we're doing here anymore. The fuck just happened?
It's okay. They
Anyhow,
were talking about the elders and blaming the
girl,
elders. So whatever you want to say.
that was the point I say. Got it, SMG. So here's what I will say, right? And some of y'all know what I'm about to say, and I apologize you got to hear this shit over and over and over again from me, but I'm gonna stand 10 toes in it. These conversations around these buzzwords like elders and ancestors and respect and love and peace and blah 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 blah. Stop it. Knock it the fuck off. And let's put some actual action items on the fucking table. I'm here for that. I'm here for all of that. What do we want to do in this moment? Who's starting their nonprofit today? Who's got something we can run today? Because I'm here for all of that. All of that.
Yeah,
But
that's what we were
these
talking about at first, Caddy. We were talking about buying land and different things like that. I don't know
yeah,
how we ended up here, but it
That's why I
usually
said
happens
let's
like
get
that.
back to the topic.
It usually happens like that within this space. We
yeah. Because
switched to
I'm
like
not.
about 5 to 10 different topics, but I mean, we can reiterate, we can get it back to that. I have no
Yeah,
problem with that.
the action items. You know what I would love for anybody on this panel, all of us on this panel to do? We should really start consolidating our money and let's go buy a couple of properties, let's do it. I'm fucking down. Let's fucking do it. Let's just say the buy-in is $100 fucking dollars, y'all. Like, what do you want to do? Like, this is the crazy part. We sit here and blame everybody, do the circle jerk of, oh, I'm going to blame the elders. I'm going to blame Gen X. You know what? I know Gen X is fucked up. I'm Gen X. I know what the fuck I did. The problem is that the next generation, what are y'all, millennials and Gen Z, y'all just sat back and be like, oh, I suck so bad because my parents were fucked up. You're right. You're right. But what are you going to do as an adult? Because as an adult, you no longer have that fucking excuse. Y'all sit on the internet, y'all taking all this crazy shit, right? You start talking about peace and love and hair grease, and I'm just like, and then what? You've got no plan thereafter. Makes my whole ass hurt. It really does.
Let me stop.
All right. So what's
Oh,
the
wait a minute.
buy-in for
Hold on.
this plot of land?
Hold on. Hey,
Hello.
babe. What's going on? We're in the middle of a deep conversation. What's going on? I hope you're having a great day on purpose.
Oh no, you're good. I just wanted to say what's up. That's
Oh, okay. Peace and peace to everybody over there. All
The
right. That
trauma
was one of my
Olympics. You
hosts.
said it.
Sorry about that. Go ahead, Caddy.
All good, sis. Okay, so what's the buy-in, y'all? I'm dead ass. What's the buy-in? We want generational wealth. We want all this shit. What's the buy-in? Let's pick a number. Somebody pick a number, and let's all roll with that and go out and buy some shit tomorrow.
Oh,
Dead
thank you,
ass.
Rainbow. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
what I
for
said.
sure.
Everybody could put $100 in, but the thing about it is, Caddy, is trust is going to come into it. Until we can learn to trust each
Yeah,
other, then that will never
yeah,
happen. Unfortunately, we need some sort of operational organizational unity. So,
first. We have to have the conversation first.
You know what I'm saying? You can't go to
Nappy
the place.
said, I don't
Why is
think
it not?
Beagle.
Yeah, I'm with it. I'm with it. Put me in the back.
Ooh.
Hit me on the back end about it. I'm with it though.
Shoot, if we buy
Yeah,
if
Yeah, I
we
mean,
buy
I'm with it
properties,
too.
if we buy properties and buy houses first, we need to buy the land, patent the land first. We want to secure the land that the house sits on because that's the foundation. So we need to start there first with buying the land before we buy the house that sits on the land.
yeah. I'm not.
Right.
I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Here's my goal and mission. Right. I want to go into distressed areas like Detroit. Right. I had a really interesting conversation with a guy who lives in Detroit, and Detroit is on the uptick. It will be on the uptick. Right. Go into these distressed neighborhoods, these rural parts of the country, and buy shit cheap. Buy shit cheap, and the developers will come. And we have to be on a unified message that we're gonna sit on this until it's worth a lot of money. I'm not interested in being a developer. I'm not interested in building shit. That's not my goal. My goal is just to make smart investments. That's it.
Yo, get with
Detroit
me
does
on
have
the
a lot of
back
property
end.
for sale.
Lock in
I'm hitting
with me.
everybody on this panel on the front end right now. Put your money where your motherfucking mouth is.
Hey, yo, Caddy, don't play with me, man.
She and everybody on the front end.
Hey, Caddy, you already
I'm
told
hitting everybody on the front end.
I already
Shoot,
told you
because
what I
that's
was.
what they doing out here at AZ. That's why they got HOA. Somebody own this land we be on. They don't own just the houses, they own the land.
Right.
Right.
Well, I gotta tap
I'm
in
here
with
for
you
it.
too. Then I'm gonna tap in with you.
I'm just saying, y'all. It's just saying. I don't want to talk about what Generation X did or Boomers did. I don't want to talk about it. Those conversations are not productive. And also, fuck all that.
I mean,
Yeah, I
shit.
live here.
You got it. I mean, at the end of the day, we gotta have these conversations because everybody not on our page. Now, the people who on that page, we need to come together and we need to make some shit happen. But as far as the people who need some education, we got to be there to educate because everybody not on our level. You know what I mean? So that's the
I
purpose
agree.
of these conversations.
Knowledge. The education is
food,
to
and water.
find a good fucking therapist, get over your fucking trauma, and quit being a goddamn victim. That's what it is.
Yes.
That's one thing about Caddy, y'all. Caddy gonna shoot it straight.
She crazy. Yo, Caddy is something else.
I'm dead ass. These motherfuckers
She's
need therapy. Get off this
serious.
goddamn app.
Where will we
Everybody needs
source?
therapy.
Yes, ma'am.
Where will
They
we?
really do.
Where would we
What
source
you?
education? Can y'all hear me?
Oh, you haven't said anything at all, Alchemist. Welcome to the panel. Did
Hey,
you want to speak? I do apologize. I'm well,
y'all
thank you.
was mentioning different things that y'all can people can work on as a community. I was mentioning education, food, and water. Like, how would you provide that to the community that you're clean food, clean water, and education?
Well,
Yeah, 'cause
so
we got
so
these
we have
zones
to
here.
back the bus all the way up, right? Because we need people right now. Our youth, these same motherfuckers over here crying victim. We need them to go out and get college education around K through 12. That has to happen first, sir. Before we can talk about any of the other shit, we have to build the infrastructure, and we've not done that. I'm just talking about low-hanging fruit for people that are old like me. I just want to buy a couple pieces of property and be able to make some money in the future. That's it. I'm not trying to build a community. That's too much fucking work. And also, I know I don't have the infrastructure to do it.
Yeah, we got to
Not
build a
without
community.
including white people.
Okay, hold on, because Napa raised his hand. So if you want to talk, please raise your
No, I'll
hand,
be quick.
because I know a lot of people want to say some things. You can finish up, Caddy.
I'm good. I'm good, babe.
So
I'm good. I'll take my seat.
So would you
Okay.
be a source?
Um,
Would you
hold
make
on one
yourself a
second,
source?
No, I'll be quick.
Alchemist. Go ahead, Napa. I'll put you back on the list, Alchemist.
Yeah, like all these plans and goals, I feel like Bigo isn't the best play. Like Bigo is where we get like analysis paralysis. It's like we overanalyze it, we think about it, and then we start doing this whole we talk, and it's just not realistic. It's like this really comes down to your individual, what community you live in. You might live in Detroit. I live here in Arizona. You might live in LA. You might live in Texas. So it really has to come down to like what your proximity is, and then what your personal goals are. I think on here again, analysis paralysis, bro. Like we be trying to solve the world's problems on Bigo, and it's just like it's just not realistic. It's kind of stupid, but it's cool though. This is what we get on Bigo for. It's like a think tank. It's like us to get our exercise our thoughts and our voices. This is us exercising our voices. But you have to take that action in real life, like whatever that is. And that's a plethora of things. They can go in many different directions. You know, this whole we thing, yeah, that's not really realistic. There's 45 billion black people in America. It's like just all kind of different causes and issues in your area. It just gets crazy on like Bigo's not the best place to be organizing some big event. It's not even that many people in here. It's not 252 people in here. It's more like maybe 15 of us in here. We're not solving the world's problems on here. So it's, you know, it's cool talking about it though, but we gotta like, relax a bit. Yeah, I'm done.
All right. Thank you, Napa. Go ahead, Alchemist. You wanted to say something else?
Nah, I ain't got nothing to say.
Okay. Anybody got something to say?
Got
Oh, go
nothing.
ahead, Knowledge. I see your hand.
Yeah, now I was gonna say, I do believe we could solve a lot of problems. I mean, you have a lot of people that's on Bigo, of different, walks of life. You meet a lot of connections on Bigo. I mean, it ain't like we fake people. I mean, just because of the internet, we still real people, right? So I would disagree with that notion that you can't solve problems. Now, as far as trying to solve, I think our biggest problem is we trying to solve the whole world instead of focusing on the people who like-minded, who want to buy some land, who want to buy properties, who want to do stuff like that. A lot of times we be more focused on motherfuckers who don't even want to do that in the first place. So I think that's really the biggest thing is, building with people who like-minded, who want to do the same thing instead of always talking about we need to save this whole that don't want saving. I mean, more power to the people out there who want to save the whole world and shit, but I'm not one of those that's in belief because look at us in this whole panel. We all black and we can't even come together on this little ass panel. You know what I'm saying? Like, look how we all bicker. Every panel you go on Bigo, you see black people going at it with each other. We can't even come together on small ass panels like this. So I don't know why we be up here always talking about the whole of what? You know what I'm saying? Like, but no, I do believe it's people that you can connect with on Bigo and y'all could solve a lot of issues together. You know what I mean? Bigo is what you want to make it. Honestly. You know what I mean? 'Cause you can come on here if you want that ratchet shit, you can get that ratchet shit. You know what I'm saying? If you want people who knowledgeable, about history, culture, you can get that. You want the people who, know a lot about business and things of that nature, you can get that. So I mean, it's all about what you. It's just the internet life ain't no different than real life. You get what you want. Like whatever you search for is what you get. So I mean, I think you're wrong with that, brother. You know what I mean? Like you definitely can get, a lot out of Bigo, and it's definitely a lot of things that, if you really want to, you can change some things with people here on this site.
All right, thank you, Knowledge. Go ahead, Caddy.
Yeah, and so I just wanted to respond to that, brother, because at the end of the day, I understand his perspective about how Bigo isn't that. The reason I strongly disagree, because I don't have access to y'all anywhere else. You don't get to talk to me anywhere else but here, for now, right? And this is why organizing is so important. We don't use organizing like we did in the 60s or the 70s for that matter. We use it like this. This is how we use it. Everything's digital. We live in a digital fucking era. And so if we put our applied knowledge, thank you for whoever said that, and we put our resources together, a couple dollars here and there, we could actually fucking accomplish something. We don't have to keep talking about it. We don't have to keep realizing that there's generational wealth gaps and that there's also wealth gaps between black and brown people. And I'm sorry, white people, right? We don't have to keep talking about it. The reason other communities are more successful than us because they stop talking and they start doing. That's the difference. Them motherfuckers don't have conversations like this. They do not. I promise you they don't. I got too many white friends. They never talk like this. They just devise plans and just go out and execute. And that's all I'm asking us to do. I'll take my seat.
All right, thank you, Caddy. Go ahead, Napa.
Yeah, I mean, I like the intentions, but I've been on this app for what, 4 years now. I've heard this conversation at least, man, I don't know how many times, like 100 times on different panels, on Unity's panels, on my panels. I've heard it a million times. So again, it's like it's really just like masturbation, mental masturbation. A lot of this, because like, what's the likelihood after this conversation that knowledge is going to link with Caddy, and y'all gonna come up with a business plan to buy some property? What's the likelihood of that? Like just do it right now. Like set up an account right now. Like you're not gonna do it. It's all just like pontification. Now I feel like I'm sounding negative now, but I'm just trying to bring in the reality of it. Like the reality of it is this app is really not the place to organize events like that. It's really just a place to pontificate and conceptualize, and then share some information on some shit you might know that people hardly ever use anyway. But if you do use it, all praise to you. But I don't know. It leads into like real like stupid conversation. Again, going back to blaming people, blaming elders, blaming the white man, all the other shit. It's like pointless talk at a certain point. But yeah, I'm done.
All right, thank you, Napa. Go ahead, Knowledge.
Yeah, I hear you, brother. It sounds like just frustration on your part, because you've been on the app so long and you've been hearing a lot of these conversations and stuff like that. So, I get it, brother. But at the end of the day, I do plan on chopping it up with Caddy Chatty. I'm already into wholesaling already, so I do wholesaling now. So no, me and her is gonna chop it up, and we gonna see what we both can bring to the table, and maybe we can do some fix and flips. Maybe we can do some some joint ventures together and grab some properties. So nah, I don't think it's just talk with that, brother. I mean, I'm gonna definitely chop it up with her now that I know this is something she's trying to do. So yeah, we is gonna talk, and I want to talk to Box 3 too, because she got a lot of information about far as buying the land and getting all that. So I do want to
Hey,
chop it up
Crab.
with her. Want to pick her brain and see what's up with that, because I'm interested in that as well. But no, I don't, brother. It's definitely not just talk. We are gonna chop it up. And matter of fact, when we do it, we gonna do it on the panel. You know what I mean? Just so people can see. But we definitely gonna chop it up. And if it makes sense, we gonna make it happen.
All right, thank you. Go ahead, Jaleesa.
Actually, I have been on this app for a very, very, very long time, and I have seen multiple people who have come together on that met on this app. They came together and they started a lot of things. One person I do know in particular, which everybody has watch a lot, which is Super Bad Bitch. I've been knowing Super Bad Bitch for a long time, and where he started from and where he's going right now, especially with his Dosh Network thing, sometimes connections are made in this type of setting. So saying that in reality, this is reality. This is our reality. This is the world we're living in, which is technology. You never know what may transpire from this. You may catch us like he said, he gonna link with me, he gonna link with Miss Caddy. You may catch us one day and be like, dang, I met them on the panel. Unity's room, right? You never know. So it's all about planning, and it's all about the planning. It's all about getting it going, and it starts somewhere, and this is where it's starting from. So to say nothing's going to transpire from this, you never know. Bigo has been known to bring up a lot of people, little do you know, and I've been on here for a very, 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 very long time. And when I mean very long time, your 4 years don't amount to it. Unity can tell you I've been on here for a very long time. I was on here before Unity. But me and Unity know each other in real life, not just on this app. So I've been on here for a very long time, and a lot of stuff has transpired from Bigo just by people connecting with each other. I even met a dude that lives here in Phoenix, Arizona, who has helped me with the trust. So stuff does get started with Bigo because this is the world we live in, which is virtual reality, internet, cyber. This is where it starts.
All right, thank you, Jaleesa. Let's see. Hey,
I think it's
Ru, go
on.
ahead.
Oh, it's on here. Okay, my bad.
Nah, for sure. I'll be real quick. I just wanted to just share with everybody what I'm working on, because like I'm about action too. We talked about this a while ago. The project that I'm working on, it's a nonprofit.